Hello, I'm Nancie Velasquez. I'm the Community Health Manager here at the Ponca Tribe of Nebraska. Today, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about cervical cancer and breast cancer and discuss a few facts with everybody. So this year, we have partnered with Great Plains Tribal Leader Health Board for cervical and breast cancer. So I'm going to share some statistics with you and also talk to you about setting up some appointments for our Native women in our tribe and our non-tribal members also. So each year, over 12,000 women in the United States get a diagnosis of cervical cancer. 70% of American Indian women have cervical cancer rates up to 70% higher than non-Hispanics and non-Native American women. An estimated 4,200 women in the United States die from cervical cancer each year. American Indian women are 2 times more likely to develop cervical cancer than non-Native women. 91% of women with evasive cervical cancer have over a 90% 5-year survival rate when detected early. American Indian women are often diagnosed at its later stages, making a successful treatment and cure more difficult for them. American Indian women also cite a number of different barriers to cancer screening, and some examples of that are our cultural reluctance to Western medicine, transportation difficulties, childcare, negative perception of health providers, long waits for appointments, poor patient-provider communication, provider time pressures, underfunded health system. Cervical cancer is the most common human papillomavirus, which is also known as HPV, associated cancer among American Indians and Alaskan Native women. American Indian and Alaskan Native women have the highest rates of HPV-associated cancer. Our rates vary by geographic regions, occurring in the North Plains, Southern Plains, and Alaska. The HPV vaccine is recommended for everyone ages 9 to 26 years of age, and that is to protect against HPV cases that lead to 9 out of 10 cervical cancers. HPV is a common infection that causes 99.9% of cervical cancers and the majority of other HPV-related cancers. The vaccine prevents the types of HPV that causes 90% of these cancers. Getting the vaccine now, when it is the most effective, will protect your child from cancers in the future. So we do ask that you get your child vaccinated against HPV, and you can make an appointment at any of our 3 clinics to get that done. Now we're going to talk a little bit about breast cancer. Breast cancer is the second most common cause of cancer deaths among American Indian women and Alaska Native women. 1 in 8 women in the United States will develop breast cancer in the course of their lifetime. Over 41,000 women died in the year of 2017 of breast cancer, and those numbers continue to rise as each year goes by. 3.1 million women in the United States have a history of breast cancer, and 85% of women who develop cancer have no family history of it. Women may start at the age of 40 years old getting their mammogram screenings up to the age of 74. Now, those numbers will change if you have a higher risk of breast cancer. The American Cancer Society recommends breast cancer screening start at the age of 30 if you have a high risk of breast cancer, such as women with the known mutation as BRCA, or a first-degree relative such as your mother, your sister, also your grandmother with the known BRCA mutation. Having the BRCA mutation means you have a likelihood of 45 to 85% for developing breast cancer in your lifetime. Here in Omaha, we have the Methodist mobile mammogram that comes to the Ralston location 4 times a year. And we can also set up mammograms throughout the Omaha area, Norfolk area, whatever location that you currently reside in. We do stress the importance of women receiving mammograms and doing your monthly self-checks, and that's going to help keep our numbers down within Native American women. We would also like to invite you to make your appointments during our Papathon week, April 22nd through the 26th. And the CHWs will be at each location of our clinics in Omaha, Lincoln, and in Norfolk. So that week on the 22nd will be Lincoln. Omaha will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 23rd through the 25th. And then on Friday, April 26th, will be Norfolk. We will be set up at each Papathon at each location, and we will have our flyers, our t-shirts, and our anti-stress bags to give to each person who comes in. And again, we will also enter you into a raffle. So please contact our clinics. You can also contact your local CHW. In Omaha, that would be myself. In Norfolk, that would be Miranda Kiefer. In Sioux City, it would be Miranda Kiefer and Beth DeCory. And in Niobrara, it would also be Beth DeCory. And in Lincoln, it would be Clarice Waggy. I would like to thank you once again for coming to my TED Talk. We look forward to making an appointment for you. Thank you.